Hello everyone and welcome back to FilmBook Review, an official YouTube channel of FilmBook. Featured in Google News, IMDb's news desk, and a member of the Critics' Choice Association. FilmBook is an entertainment industry news website that reports on the film and television show industries in the United States and across the world. Today on FilmBook Review, I'll be reviewing HBO's House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 1, The Heirs of the Dragon. The Heirs of the Dragon is directed by Miguel Sapochnik, written by Ryan Condal, and stars Cian Brooke, Paddy Considine, Rhys Ifans, Emily Carey, and Matt Smith. This is a House of the Dragon, The Heirs of the Dragon TV show review, and there will be spoilers. If you like our TV show reviews, please like this House of the Dragon TV show review, as that helps us out with YouTube's algorithm. And consider subscribing. Once subscribed, click the bell notification box, and you are all set. Please also consider becoming one of our patrons on Patreon at patreon.com/filmbook. And now, House of the Dragon, The Heirs of the Dragon TV show review. The Heirs of the Dragon is the competent episode that the television version of the A Song of Fire and Ice universe sorely needed after the last two seasons of Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon is a different animal than Game of Thrones. The viewer can feel that right away, which in this case works to its benefit. House of the Dragon is familiar, yet unfamiliar, with subtle nods to its forebearer here and there, ergo the cat's paw dagger, with just enough Listerine to wash out the bad taste in the viewer's mouth, from what they witnessed in its predecessor's finale. The killing of the Queen. In a way, Queen Aemon Arryn seals her fate when she mentions to King Viserys I Targaryen that this will be her last pregnancy, that she cannot bear to bury another child. With the potential death of his unborn son, King Viserys I's legacy and his line at risk, the unthinkable becomes rational to King Viserys during the Heirs of the Dragon. In the critical moment, Queen Aemma ceases to be his wife, companion, and friend, and instead becomes collateral damage on the road to a male heir. The terrible moment in question is horrific, yet shows the male and royal mentality toward women during that time period. Namely, women are second-class citizens, i.e. less than. A means to an end. Disposable. Not as useful or sought after as men. When Grand Maester Mellos, David Horovich, is posed to cut into Aemma, and the king realizes that she, the woman that loves him and that needs him, that looks to him for protection, who is his first cousin, is about to be in the worst agony of her life, a move that will kill her, and that he is the cause of it out of familial interest, King Viserys becomes Tywin Lannister. The house that puts family first will always defeat the house that puts the whims and wishes of its sons and daughters first. A good man does everything in his power to better his family's position, regardless of his own selfish desires. The tournament. The tournament in The Heirs of the Dragon, at first a show of skill, becomes a stage for revenge. Then a makeshift battlefield paralleling the birth of the would-be heir to the Iron Throne. The tournament is minimally entertaining because of a lack of connection to any on-screen character. It's the first episode. If the viewer knew the characters, the viewer would have something at stake. The viewer would have something or someone to root for during the tournament. A positive highlight of the tournament does include Prince Daemon Targaryen, Matt Smith, almost getting knocked off his horse and skidding along a railing. The other machinations during the tournament do raise certain questions. A. Why is Prince Daemon not disqualified from the tournament when he attacks the horse of Otto Hightower's son during the joust? And B. If horse crippling is an allowed move at a joust, why is that maneuver not employed by others at the joust? It's moments like this that rip the viewer out of the episode, forcing them to scratch their head. Another conundrum, why do the jousters start to kill each other? A tournament is supposed to be a friendly competition, a chance to display and sharpen a combatant's martial skills. How is killing in this circumstance feasible, not prohibited or allowed? Why are the people in the stands happy, even cheering, as their sons are being killed right in front of them? In a society built around male heirs, it is inexplicable. Let's kill our male heirs for no reasons, while evidently, if one looks at the king's situation, male heirs are in short supply in some families. Because of this occurrence, and the society it happens in, this is the strangest, most confusing joust tournament that the viewer may have ever seen in a television series. It is bizarre and nonsensical. Seed of enticement. Sir Otto Hightower, Rhys Ifans, sending young Lady Alicent Hightower, Emily Carey, to comfort and console the king in his grief seems casual, but when he asks her to wear one of her deceased mother's dresses, the visit takes on a subtle undertone, one of enticement, or the planting of a path toward enticement. It doesn't have the seductive edge that Marjorie Tyrell's visit to Tommen Baratheon's bedchamber had in Season 4 of Game of Thrones, but it does have the beginnings of a kinship through grief between the king and Alicent. That, manipulated by a tactician that knows the minds, wants, and desires of those involved, could have implications in the future. Daemon wants to be Hand. Daemon Targaryen's desire to be Hand of the King is comical when one merely looks at his conduct during the Heirs of the Dragon. For all of his prowess with a sword, horse, lance, shield, armor, and dragon, Daemon's psychological shortcomings completely overshadow his limited positive aspects. If King Viserys is weak, as Daemon announces, in taking deliberate actions that showcase his strength to others, Daemon is weak in thinking before taking deliberate action. And that brings us to the conclusion of this House of the Dragon TV show review. I would love to hear your thoughts on it below in the comments section. If you liked what you heard during this review, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please also visit and subscribe to our podcast channel at FilmBook Podcast, and our trailer and reaction channel at FilmBook Trailers. If you would like to get FilmBook's articles delivered to your inbox, sign up for our daily newsletter in the description at film-book.com. Thank you for viewing, and you can watch one of these reviews next.